Afternoon, it's Friday, April 22nd. I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times. Let's lead off the news today with some sexual politics. Bad news first. Channel 4 reported yesterday that the Family Council, that conservative religious group that's been called a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center, says the top of its agenda, mind you, for the 2017 legislative session is to pass one of those bathroom laws that keeps people who are transgender from going to the restroom that conforms with what their sexual identity is. Even Donald Trump yesterday said this is a problem, a solution that's looking for a problem that doesn't exist. North Carolina and Mississippi have already come under immense business backlash for passing these kind of laws, but it doesn't stop Arkansas. When we can be on the back end of a trend, you can bet we will be there. Rita Sklar, the ACLU, said the same thing Donald Trump said in responding to this story of where's the problem? What are we trying to solve here that's ever been a problem for anybody? But we're going to go ahead with it. Better news is that the stockholders of J.B. Hunt, the big national trucking company, met this week, and they voted to have the company establish a sexual non-discrimination policy that says explicitly you can't discriminate against people on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. This was not the recommendation of the J.B. Hunt Board of Directors, I might say. It's an Arkansas-based company after all. It claimed that there's sufficient protections. That's what people who want to discriminate always say. There's sufficient protections, particularly if we want to act the way we want to act. The stockholders, who are primarily institutional investors, said otherwise, and so that's good news. And finally, another small piece of good news on the sexual politics front. The Arkansas Times is now getting seriously underway with a publication out in Arkansas that's going to cover subjects of interest to the LGBTQ community, and Brian Borland's going to be the editor of that effort. I suggest you take a look at our website to learn more. Late yesterday, Marcus Devine abruptly resigned without reason as director of the State Youth Services Division. Not clear exactly why. He'd gotten a little bit of controversy for raising some questions, I think actually in the right direction, about overuse of detention facilities for juveniles who are in trouble. He thought that the most serious criminals were the ones that mostly should be kept in these facilities. Not sure if that's what led to his departure, but he wasn't a great hire to begin with by the Hutchinson administration. He came with something of a checkered record. There's more to be learned on that, I'm sure. The Little Rock School controversy continues. There's going to be a rally at noon Saturday at the Arkansas State Capitol by people who want to express their unhappiness about the removal of Baker Curris as the Little Rock School Superintendent effective July 1st. He was removed by Johnny Key, the state education director, because he spoke up against the damaging impact of charter schools in Little Rock. Johnny Key has come from the Walton Family Foundation school agenda movement and thought that this was not something that Baker Curris should be talking about in public. It was good for Curris that he did. He was trying to make a difference in Little Rock. There's evidence that he did. He's gone now, a man from Bentonville, funny enough, the Waltons' hometown, to take over another beginning as another Little Rock school superintendent. Take a look at the Arkansas blog for some news from Sanford Tollett, the longtime director of the Pfeiffer Camp out in West Little Rock that serves kids. Very upset about a proposal to build a big subdivision that's puts sewage treated into the Fletcher Creek, on which his kids use for experiments, canoeing, and other sorts of things, and eventually flows into the Little Maumelle River. There's some question about whether the state will adequately cover this, regulate this sewage treatment facility. We've got a legislator working on behalf of the people that are trying to build a subdivision. The city has been resistant so far. It's a big development issue. It's a big clean water issue. Keep watching. Mike Beebe's doing fine as an ex-governor. He's already a director at Tyson Foods. Today it was announced that he's going to go on the board of directors of Home Bank Shares. That's headed by his old college buddy John Allison. That could be worth him another $60,000 a year more to him. It's good work if you can get it, but mostly ex-governors have a better shot than you and I do. Good news from northeast Arkansas at the Parkin Archaeological Park. Diggers there have found evidence of the DeSoto expedition in that region. He explored Arkansas almost 500 years ago. They think they found the spot where DeSoto erected a giant Christian cross in an Indian village, a big find in archaeological circles. I want to add as a point of personal note that my wife has lasted 40 years with me this weekend, and that's what I'll be doing, celebrating 4 decades of marital bliss. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back next week.
You feel it in your heart, the spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR. We are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.